Hey guys, this is Reinhardt, and this is going to be a video response to Jennifer Lopez's most stupidest song ever, which is I Ain't Your Mama. Which is basically saying, hey, I ain't your mama, I am not cooking for you all day, I am not doing this for you, I'm not doing this for you, get your shit together, I ain't your mama. So, in that fashion, I think I kinda wanna actually make a response of saying, I ain't your papa. So there's a few bullet points I have here, and then after that, I want to just talk to you about the dangers of the musicals like that from just a logical perspective. So I ain't your papa. I ain't paying for any of the dates. I'm not paying for this date or any other date. I ain't your papa. I'm not fixing rooftops, cleaning backyards, uh, basically fixing anything around the house, mowing the lawn. I'm not your papa. I'm not protecting you in the dark. I am not protecting you from hooligans or rapists or anything else like that in a black alley when we walk together. I am not your papa. I'm not giving you any money to spend on your beauty salons, on your hairstyles, or anything else like that. So, basically, and the last point is if you want equality, perfect. We can play the equality game where I expect you to make as much money as I am so we can put both equal amount of work into the house. So let's say if both of us work 40 hours a week, both of us make $40,000 a week, then both of us would be expected to spend, I don't know, spend 10, 15 hours working on the house per week, right? But that's the expectation based on equality. But if I make more money than you, which is my wife, my husband, my girlfriend, whatever it is, if I make more money, then I would expect to hire somebody based on how much extra money I make to do my part of the chores, because equality, right? Or pay exactly to the wifey money, give her money to do the cleaning. This is just based on equality, and this is why I freaking hate the concept of equality, gender equality, the most stupidest thing possible. It will require the separate video, but this is just from here. Let's say if I make $40 an hour and my wife makes $30 an hour, and technically speaking, if both of us work 40 hours a week, I make $400 more than her. Then I would expect her to put extra 13 hours of work into the house compared to me. Just to be fair, equal, right? So with that said, there's also like a choice to saying we used to be crazy in love. How'd you get so comfortable? And my I guess rebuttal would be based on my previous dates is we were crazy in love. How'd you get so lazy? So with that said, now I want to talk a little bit about the equality and the video itself. So the video ostracizes again the men who prefer to work and have their wife be at home watching kids, be a housewife. And the housewife deserve more. They deserve more. They deserve a better exploration. They deserve a better something because sitting and cooking and cleaning all day, it's so bad that they deserve to be more. Bitch, please. You know what actually what worth more, in my opinion as a man, is to actually have my woman be a housewife. And I think housewife is one of the best decisions to make. What is more important than actually raising a life, raising a kid, raising a life, be a household mother, and taking care of the kids? Now, don't get me wrong. I do agree with the notion of men get too comfortable and men don't show appreciation for their women. And that needs to be addressed. That needs to be changed. I'm 100% for that. I do believe that we as a man, we need to put more time and more effort to showing appreciation for our loved ones, for our women. But with that said, is being a housewife, cleaning or cooking is really such a bad thing if you're raising a new life? If you're raising a kid, if you're raising a healthy kid, okay? If you don't have to be bothered and not be freaking barista at the Starbucks or some shit like that for $9 an hour, but instead actually growing a kid, growing kid, wow, that came out wrong, but actually paying attention to your children, to not feed them fast food, to not feed them junk food, to not feed them poison of modern society inventions such as GMO, and raise really, really healthy children. Is that really such a bad thing that needs to be looked down on? Is the cooking and cleaning really a high price to pay for raising an exceptional child? It's not, at least in my opinion. And quite frankly, if we look at the equality, if my girlfriend, the person I'm with, if she makes way more money than I am, to the point where I have to go be a home father, watching kids, cooking, cleaning, and all the other stuff, I would love to do that. Why? Because the priority of the human being is, in my opinion, is raising a better life. Period. Now, that's if we're married and if we have... And the reason why I'm actually bringing the kids and everything else, because the video itself has a really, really old, kind of like 1950s, 60s, 70s. It just goes like through this timeshare of different themes of women. And show how women got empowered and stuff like that, which technically it's not really empowering. You know when the women were empowered the most? You know when they were empowered the most is when they did not give out their vaginas like it's a candy or something like that. It's when they actually learned how to hold on to the sex before the marriage, before the commitment of a relationship. And that's when they actually that's when they had the most power over good men. But now, since everybody gives away so much easier, like just to give their coochie away, for the guys it's really hard time to actually kind of committing to one girl. But with that said, the last thing I want to talk about is kind of I guess not equality, but if we take our modern era, and if the boyfriend works and the girlfriend does nothing and just sits the entire day, well, guess what? The expectation would be you'll be cleaning, you'll be cooking, you'll be taking care of the house. And if it's not, then yes, she's lazy. At least that's the way I perceive it. If the person works, they both have to be putting equal amount of work. That's the way I look at it. If a boyfriend puts in 40 hours a week into working and providing for the family, and the girlfriend doesn't work 40 hours a week, then she has to clean, cook, and do something else like that. Otherwise, the question arises is, why the fuck do I need you? Pardon my French, but that is the easy question. Why do I need you? And it goes both ways. If the girlfriend works, and then she's expected to cook and clean and go to the gym and look beautiful and all the other stuff, right? Well, why does she need a boyfriend then? Why does she need a guy? Yes, the equality is a good thing, but kind of you need to look from the perspective of not the victimhood, not from the perspective of okay, well, yeah, I ain't your mama, this society looks bad on this. No, need to look from a standpoint of a partnership. Okay, hon, you got this activities done, you're bringing the bread at home, okay, I'll do this, and I'll do that, and I'll do this. It's not about getting comfortable according to her song or anything else like that. It's about just being in a partnership and knowing what to do. Anyway, guys, hopefully this makes sense. Thank you guys very much, and I love you.